That really was such a brilliant choice. It was a dead time, no audience. And that's where George Benson, and I don't know if it was ever written up of that, but Bob turned that into one of the most valuable times on television. Eventually, sports took it over, but it had not sold at all. But that's the kind of thing. See, again, Bob and George Benson, they had worked in radio, and they knew time slots. They knew all of that world. And finances. George Benson knew finances. I never knew anything. I never had dealt with any of the finances, so I don't know. All I did know is that the orchestras. I hear people to this day talk about how expensive orchestras are, and we know they are because they keep a time, time thing on rehearsals. They keep a time thing on everything, and of course they're so valuable. If even orchestra was on for only half an hour out of an hour and a half, they still charge hour and a half rates. So, in other words, they were always expensive. But Bob Sonick's father had been a conductor in Pittsburgh, and so Bob adored orchestras and adored conductors, and so it was an absolutely marvelous combination. And the Ford Foundation's obviously tremendous. I mean, it was so wonderful because the sponsors had no input, and the Ford Foundation had no input.